Hello, I hope you're doing amazing. I am super excited to show you this tool that I use um, as often as a week and definitely never less than every month. And this is a free tool. It takes minimal amount of time, but it has maximum return. So, I am talking about an assessment tool that helps you assess your baseline for your whole life so you can make informed decisions. I am really passionate about this because, well, let me tell you who I am in case you don't know. My name is Carla Caldwell. It's nice to meet you if this is your first time viewing any of my content. I am a nurse with expertise in healthcare innovation, communication, and what I consider most importantly, health behavior change. I'm super passionate about successfully making changes because I know that over 75% of all illness is preventable based on what you do, think, and say. But there are skills that need to be grown in order to prevent disease because it can be difficult to change your habits. And so I'm very excited about tools that help you win with your health, win with living your best life. So I want to describe this tool that I use in my own life. I use it for my family and I it's foundational for me living my best life. And I want you to benefit from it too. So it is an assessment wheel. The reason I think this is so important is because I find that most people are not collecting data from the most important place. You are the most important place. Often we are outsourcing our health, happiness, and well being to others, meaning that we listen to our family members, to experts, books, social media, website before we look here. And the best answers are here. Not that expertise is not important, it is, and it is valid. But in order for you to take advantage of expertise, you must know yourself first. And one of the best ways to do that is to regularly collect a baseline, to regularly assess where you're doing well and areas of improvement. So let me put in the comments. You can either click on the link in my bio or you can comment um, in the captions that you would like the handout. It's free. I'm not asking for anything. Let me get you. Oh, that's the ugly link. Hold on. I'm going to get you the link because I want you to have it. You can also go to carlacaldwell.com and it's the first option. Or you can go to my profile. I want you to have it yesterday. All right, there you go. So, why is this tool so powerful? I find that unless we have a tool to stop and focus on the present moment without thinking about the future or the past, just right here, right now. It's like vital signs. We don't want to overthink this. This tool systematically supports you to look at the 8 most influential parts of your life. The might place my dot more towards the middle, and then so on and so forth. And you can connect all the dots because not only do you get to see how you're doing, but it will show you visually if you're really out of balance. Now, what are you going to do with this information? You are going to be very tactical and you are going to set yourself up for success, with the goal being that you create tangible action steps, well-informed action steps for you to work towards living your best life. So when you look at your circle, some important things to look at is, which area are you doing best in? Why is that important? It's important to look at the area you're doing best in because then you can start to get curious and ask yourself questions like, what am I doing? So when I look at personal growth, and I just did this on Saturday, and I rated myself a 9. And I asked myself, Carla, what are you doing to do so well in personal growth? And what I came up with is I invest a lot of time and energy into this area. I love personal growth. It comes really easily for me. So there's a lot of consistency, constant investing of energy. I make a plan, I prioritize. This area is really important to me. So what that tells me is that if I want to improve a different area of my life, these skills are translatable. I know that I need to make a plan. I need to invest time. I need to prioritize. I need to be consistent. I need to put energy into this daily if I want to do better. So you can identify the area you're doing best in and gather information so that you can translate why you're doing so well in this area and transfer that knowledge to an area you're not doing so well in. So, as I mentioned earlier, this week, and again, I want to remind you, this is like vital signs. I don't want you to overthink it. It's just you are doing an assessment. Things are constantly shifting and changing, so don't overthink it. Now, the area that I needed most improvement in was health. And I just took a moment to think about what's wrong with my health. So I named what my symptoms were, why I didn't feel confident about my health. And I started to get curious of what could I do? What is a small action I could take to improve my health? And right away, an answer came to me. That's the funny thing. When you take the time to ask yourself, you usually know what you need. Even if it's knowing that you need to go find an answer of some sort, you know what you need to do. I want to encourage you to look for action items that you are confident you can follow through on, that are specific. Being that I can't expect to be doing great in health since I'm not doing the things that lead to success. After thinking about it, I realized that I just need to be consistent with my health. And the thing I needed most for my health was um, activities that help me reduce stress. So I made a plan for a daily action that I feel confident I can complete to improve my health. I cannot say enough about this assessment wheel. It is really important that you find a tool that supports you and looking at what's happening at your whole life. Now, if you're wondering, Carla, what if I'm not doing well in several areas of my life? Okay, that's common. But what I want to stress is that focus on one. Notice this is a circle. And notice that every area connects to the rest. So if I am not doing well in health, surroundings, or spirituality, let's say those are my 3 weak points, I can trust that if I work on health, it's going to start to affect the rest. I want to encourage you. It is human nature to want to fix lots of things. But research shows you will be more successful if you invest and laser in your energy into one area. You will do better because once you start doing better in that area, it will affect the rest and you can now focus on a different area. So trust in the process. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by just trying to follow this recommendation of start small, be consistent, and focus on one area. This doesn't work if you don't do it. That's the other thing. So I hope you'll let me know in the comments if you're excited to try this. Let me know, are you willing to take this form on a test drive? It'll take you less than a few minutes to just sit down, focus, and ask yourself, how am I doing in these different areas of my life? Get curious about the area you are doing best in. That will provide very valuable information because you can decode what it is you're doing to contribute to the success in that area. And then you can apply it to the area that most needs your help. And remember, even if you feel like you want to work on several areas, try to focus on one. It takes some willpower, but I believe in you and I'm rooting for your success. And I know if you focus on one area, create one small action item that you feel confident you can complete, you can then, it just creates a movement of continuous, small, consistent actions that lead you towards living your best life. Thank you so much for joining me. If you find this helpful, please share with your network. And I'm rooting for your success times 1,000. Please, you can get the link, or I'm sorry, you can get this handout if you go to carlacaldwell.com, or I put the link in the comments. Not sure if it shows up for everyone. There you go. I am rooting for your success times 1,000. Have a really, really great day. Thank you.